Hi guys, and welcome back to another recent StarCraft replay cast from the year 2024. We are once again on the South Korean ladder, where we have spawning here in the lower left in the teal. It is BAEKJINHEE, but this is of AK of a pro player, as you can see. Said I did Google for him, but I didn't find exactly who he is. I only know that his opponent here, Hong9, is LARVA. So indeed we have a very strong, a very professional engagement here in between the two pros. 430 APM already here. I will be still searching for him. I don't know exactly who he is. He might even be BISU, but I'm not sure about it. It might even be a Chinese player. So let's see. It is a 4 spawning location map. We have a Protoss versus Zerg. What exactly the build orders are going to be, it is a very recently play, like I told you, from January 2024. Lucky move out here by LARVA with his overlord heading straight towards the expansion point from Bay. I'm gonna call him Bay, or he I would believe he would be better. So yeah, he going for a pylon outside of his main. It could be a forge into cannons and into a fast expansion, but a lucky scout here for LARVA, so he might change his tactics as well. He might go for a spawning pool instead of a fast expansion, but his drone is already moving out. So let's see the timing here from the overlord towards the expansion. No, it looks like he's going for a expansion, but he might cancel that one expansion and he might go for a attack towards the Protoss, who is indeed starting with a forge here. So we're going to be having a fast expansion very soon by him. Now the overlord sees the pylon, so he knows, LARVA should know exactly what is going on. He sees also the probe, so a fast expansion build order here for the Protoss. Straight forge into fast expansion. And is he going to cancel the hatchery? No, I believe he's just now started his droning up more and more, and he's going to stay on his fast expansion build order as well. So both players with similar strategies. One cannon is already getting produced, of course. He saw the overlord, so he's taking cautious. He's building a cannon. I believe a second cannon could be placed here as well by the Protoss, by he. And yeah, he might even try to block the entrance a little bit with a gateway. So interesting choice by he. Yeah, more and more probes are being produced. No gas here, interestingly enough. Of course, you have to invest now. Just the gas is started, so you have to invest very strong mineral wise here into that forge cannon. No gas needed for this. Let's check. LARVA is actually going for his third base here at the 3-minute time. He has gas being pumped out. The probe sees everything, so he also goes for a very macro-oriented game. I believe it is going to be here for LARVA. He allowed his opponent to go for the expansion. The expansion is nicely getting defended here by more and more cannons. This should be a cybernetic score. And yeah, the expansion has finished here as well. We have 3 more workers for the Protoss. Of course, the Zerg loses 1 worker every time he makes a building, and we also see a tier 2 upgrade here by the Zerg. So we might see some Mutalisk, we might see some lurkers. Let's have a look what exactly the options from LARVA are. Mutalisk could be a very interesting choice. He's very close to his opponent, and he will very likely respond like many other Protosses with some Corsairs, with some cannons into his main. Yeah, but LARVA also needs a lot of gas for this, so no gas is being invested here. The probe sees the other expansion. This could be cancelled, but I believe LARVA is going to commit. It's going to stay into this one expansion. Yeah, more and more drones are being produced. The probe is still alive, still roaming around. And yeah, Zerglings are now out on the map. I believe he just wants to take care of this one probe. So yeah, the wall off has been completed, and we already see a upgrade here. So a 1 weapons upgrade for the Protoss. Interestingly enough, so this pro player decides to go for this upgrade very early on, around the 4-minute mark. Interesting decision here by him. LARVA, I believe this should be a spire. Yes, indeed, it is a spire, a nice hidden spire for LARVA. So we are going to be seeing Mutalisk really soon. Not that much gas though still available here for LARVA. I believe Mutalisk are very gas intense, and yeah, this could be really deadly here versus the Protoss. As another gateway is being produced, he needs some anti-air. Does he? Yes, some anti-air. Yes, indeed, there is his Stargate, and he's also producing the Corsairs, much needed Corsairs versus the Mutalisk. So pretty standard stuff, nice strategies. If you're new to StarCraft, these are the main build orders. Zerg versus Protoss, and yeah, looks like a safe build order here for the Protoss with a fast expansion. Now very likely transitioning into more gateway units, more zealots, could be mass dragoons. We might even see an arbiter. The Corsair is of course patrolling this map. HD, and I believe they're writing something here into South Korean towards each other. Perhaps it was a pause, and let's have a look what Larva is doing. You can see the production type. Actually he's going for some Scourges and now transitioning into a Zerg Hydralisk, so this could be a fake Spire by him. There could be some evolution chambers. No, it's actually a Zerg hatchery and Hydralisk den, so we might see a timing push with Hydralisk and Zerglings. It's roaming around the map with the Scourge, so no intentions by him to go into Mutalisk. Actually even going now for Hydralisk speed. And yeah, the wall-off is being pretty much completed here by the Protoss. Let's check his main once again. We see the Templar archives and we see Psionic Storm now being researched. Of course, Psionic Storm, a much needed spell versus the Zerg. You can inflict lots and lots of damage. Nice micro here by the Protoss, saving those Corsairs, and yet 3 Corsairs pretty much good versus lots and lots of Mutalisk. So very nice decision here being made by the Protoss versus Larva. As yeah, Larva is going to go into mass Hydralisk versus his opponent. Still 0-0, still no upgrades. More and more hatcheries are getting spawned. Interestingly enough, into this location, perhaps this location would have been better for a hatchery just to be more and more close towards the opponent. But then again, I'm sure Larva knows exactly what he's doing. So yeah, we have indeed mass Hydras with some Zerglings. We might even see some Lurkers. And there we have some upgrades. You actually see some faster Overlord movements, so it could be a drop attempt here by the Zerg, by Larva, as he's just scouting the map for more and more bases of the Protoss. So yes, we are indeed going to be seeing very likely a Protoss, so here Zerg drop, ship harassment, as the Hydralisks are very close towards the Overlords in order to protect them against the Corsairs. So very smart move here by a Larva, as he's staying close here towards his Overlords. And we, like I told you, are going to be seeing very likely a drop attempt here by him. The Hydra's also getting nicely upgraded here. And when exactly is he going for this? As he's now moving just out with his Hydralisk speed. We even see a Dark Templar, but yeah, no chance against so many Overlords. He's just checking the waters here. Lots and lots of Zealots and some High Templars with Storm, so it's going to be really hard for Larva to push it forward against so many High Templar stores. But he's actually not deciding to do a drop with those Overlords. He's actually deciding to move forward with massive amounts of Hydralisk, and this could be really deadly. But there are High Templars in the back, so some nicely placed Psionic Storms can be very strong against the Zerg, and there it is, so much splash damage here taken by the Larva. Is still, however, alive. He did take out the gateway and the forge. Zealots on standby, and really hard to move here forward as there is still energy available onto those High Templars. So the High Templars are a very perfect unit in order to counter the Hydras. We do have a move out with some Corsairs. Some Overlords might get sniped, but firstly the Dark Templar is getting sniped, so good defense here by Larva. He has to move, however, back, so many Hydralisks have taken damage. And now he just decides to move back. Perhaps he's going to try to rethink and do a drop, but yeah, he has to move really fast, as so many gateways are getting produced here by he. And yeah, we even see the Corsairs roaming around, trying to search for some Overlords, trying to find some kills here. And yeah, still many gateways are being left alive here for the Protoss, as we see more and more upgrades here. Speed legs for the Zealots and the range attack for the Dragoons. But yeah, the real damage dealers are of course those High Templars in the back, as once again Larva decides to move out with massive amounts of Hydralisk 0-1 upgrades for him. Trying to find a good position perhaps. bringing more and more of his reinforcements, and actually sadly for him his overlord's taking quite some damage here, so a little bit of a mistake by Larva, but now he might get a good surround. In the end the micro is really strong by ES. He's moving out with his Corsairs, nicely kiting them out of danger. And yes, still anyone's game. Larva tries to be aggressive, but it's really hard to attack versus so many High Templars at home here from he. He might try to intercept some Corsairs. In the end, a huge amount of Hydras are here, but Larva knows this actually in his disadvantage. If there's so many High Templars, as many more Hydras are being clumped up together, the more damage they can be taken. Now finally the Protoss decides to move out with his massive amounts of energy onto this one High Templar, and yeah, a huge amount of supply lead here for the Protoss. Even more and more workers have also been added. Now Larva tries of course to spread his units. He knows that the storms will come here. He's trying to come in from the back with his units. He's trying to get a good surround, trying to snipe those High Templars, but so much is being needed here. Greatly placed Psionic Storm, really hard to out micro those storms, and even more and more storms are getting placed here against the Larva. Pretty much a Zerg soup made out of those Templars, and yeah, lots and lots of damage still being taken. Look at that, this one and another High Templar storm here, so very hard to out micro this even for Larva, and in the end it's still so much being left alive, and of course Larva has to GG out. Nice timing push here for he with a great defense here into this place. Larva in the end, perhaps Mutalisk could have been the better option. I believe in the next game is very likely to be going for some Mutalisk harassment, but that's also really hard against Corsair, so it seems like the Protoss pretty much have the weight counter against the Zerg. Let's just check the stats really quick in case you guys are interested. Once again I'm going to be clicking left and right, so yeah, I'm going to try to cast as many games as possible, recent games from 2024, short games, long games, pretty much onto this channel. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Tommy signing out.